Anyone?
4176 down.
What?
Swing high to low.
Yeah, which one?
4176.
4176
Yeah, you could also do 3800.
to here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hey, Shorty, why don't you pull it to today's low?
Ah, okay. So
Oh,
from
yeah,
where?
to today's low. But you could do the 3800 level down to today's low. You could do...
Okay, so if I, what's wrong if I do this? Anything wrong here?
You can't compare those two because you need to have two locations the same.
Ah, so what should I grab then? Which ones would you guys grab? Charting wise, Bean, what do you grab?
I would grab the top one where you have that black candle right up top.
This one?
No. Keep going up all the way to the left. Up more. There you go. That. Grab that and take it to the bottom.
Here?
Wouldn't you take a second bigger black candle instead?
Let's just give you an idea.
Bean
Yeah,
can't see
got
that
it.
far.
So if you look here, what never changed?
POC.
The POC never changed. So the value area do shift, right? So what does that tell you guys? If the POC did not change, but the value area shifted, what does it mean? If it shrunk, what does it mean?
Sell on.
If the value area between these 2 points shrunk, what does that mean to you guys?
Buyers found happiness there.
Consolidation.
Okay, you're getting there.
I would say there was increased buying that caused the volume to go at the bottom. Because it increased volume range.
At one point, I'm gonna give you guys a visual. Maybe I'm not explaining this right. If at one point when I grabbed volume profile, this was my value area, high and low, and then when I did it, I grabbed, let's say, less data or more, the range went wider, right? Value area high, value area low. What would it mean from buyers and sellers in this situation compared to this situation? What does it mean between buyers and sellers here?
I would say in that small amount of time, you had a considerable amount of buying and selling at those levels.
You don't know the buying here. I didn't even give you the volume, so you don't know the volume.
Had a bigger range of acceptance of like the preferred price.
Yeah, they're more dispersed.
That's correct. So that means mentally what happens on the floor when you have a range like this. So think about yourself in the market. You go on the market, first table, you walk by the guy selling oranges for $1.50. You go down to a second table, he's like, man, $2.20. Same oranges, and they look identical. You go a couple of tables down, the guy's like, yeah, 50 cents for a pound. What would that tell you about like that market itself? If you don't explore that price, you will not find the best deal. So they're trying to find what's the range where they want to be happy in. If they're not happy at the high prices, if you saw those oranges, if you're any normal person, you probably, if it's the same orange, hopefully you see the 3 prices that you don't pick the one that's $3.50, right? So you would look to see where's the volume, where's the supply and demand, and what's high, what's low, and then you find equilibrium in it. So the wider the range, the more undecisive the buyers and sellers are. And that usually takes time to contract. Okay. When you're in this tight range here, they're buying because they're anticipating something. Either news is going to come out. Did I tell you guys last night about Google? Watch out for news on some of these stocks. Did I not mention that a few times? There's going to be some good news coming out on these stocks. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Google is they released news about coin, and I think they released news today as well. And then Apple also released news about some financials with Goldman Sachs. You guys saw that?
Yeah, their app. Like their online cash app.
Well, something like that. But the good news are coming. My point, it doesn't matter what news, but there's relevant good news to the stock. Let me ask you this. If Google released news on coin, that Google is partnering with coin 2020 in November, what would happen to coin stock?
Up.
Oh, whatever.
450. Coin stock to 450.
Guys, if
Well-
that happened November, like let's say any time between 2020 May and like let's say 2020, like I don't even know, to you can't even start. Oh, let's say to like January. This stock,
200% up.
I mean, it would have gone, guys, ballistic.
Explode, yeah.
Oh, they're partnering with Google. Your emotions, people emotions, what happens is they're like ecstatic and they're like, we're gonna go higher. And that's how they manipulate retail. Now they're giving you good news. And what is retail doing?
Buying.
No, hell no, they're not buying.
Paper
They're
handing.
panicking and they're selling.
Selling, yeah, sorry.
They're selling the shares to these guys, even though they put so much fear in you. Now you don't trust the good news. Even though in some cases they're going to be really profitable. And that's how they mess deep inside your mind. Like you don't even know that happens sometimes, but they do that. They do it spontaneously. So you don't know, you're not aware of it. AMD had news today as well, I believe. I think there was news on AMD as well. Now watch, here's news that I'll tell you. We are in, let me check. I'll give you news that's going to happen on the video. When is it? November 17th. Okay. Okay. Well, I have to use that. Before November 17th, somebody's gonna stop. Can't send a Jim Cramer picture. Somebody's gonna release news that all of the new graphic cards, like 4090s, are out of stock. The news are gonna start coming out about their new products and sales taking off, even though the whole market's telling you what? Man, the demand slowing down, the interest rates, unemployment, they're bombarding you with bad news on a broader scale, but the company's slowly releasing really good news. And when you look at the buying activity, I mean, just compare these couple of volumes here versus these couple of volumes here. What do you guys see here? Is there any difference here?
Yeah, it's more volume to the right. Increasing.
Yeah, the
Higher volume on selling.
but it's also very higher volume on buying. Remember, if for me to buy, you have to sell. What's happening to the, I guess, red bars then, if it's increasing? If these are red days and the volume is dying, what do you think this is?
Is that a bullish volume anomaly?
Yeah, that's a bullish volume anomaly. And here's your supply here. Does anyone remember the market maker setup?
Dump it, rip it.
Yeah.
Dump it below it, and that's what we call the spring here. And then literally, I'm not saying it's gonna go to the moon here, but it will have a significant bounce from here. This is where they got it last time. They just tested it, they made a lot of money, and now you brought it back to their area. This is where they, I mean, this is where they accumulated. Watch now, here. Where did they accumulate? They bought it right here. And now you just gave them a price at 106. They're like, oh, okay, thanks, guys.
Wait, what? They made it to 106 today?
I believe it did, yeah.
Ooh.
108. I mean, this is how they make money, and this is how retail loses. Remember, retail has a lot. I mean, there's a lot of retailers. So that means that when you add us, when you compound us, if everybody sells 30 shares, and let's say there's 1 million people, then they have enough shares, right? So they're just slowly shaking people out to make sure they get enough. And they're getting there. Okay. So hopefully that made sense.
Definitely.
On the value areas and a little bit sidetracked. I mean, even the volume here, right? So here you had a really high selling volume, obviously, kind of like a hammer, you pushed it down. And then here you have like a really opposite candle with less volume. and compare it to this, just, okay, so what I would do most likely here, just to catch the latest move and to know where's the potential, I could literally grab it from here to here. And now I know, at least the value area high is somewhere around 3760. So if we break 3700, this is most probable where they're headed.
Shorty, I don't understand. Why do you only take those few days? Why do you not take the other 2 days?
Which 2 days?
Well, didn't you just pull this? Yeah, look at where you've got it. For you basically are encompassing 1, 2, 3, 4 days on that.
But this candle never made a lower low. I need to stop there. They accumulated here and then they did a fake trap here. Once you break this volume here is gonna come back down. I only care to find where the strong sellers were. If I add this candle here, this candle ever made lower low or no?
No.
So these were not sellers. I'm not interested in these guys. And like this candle here, I don't care. They made equal highs. I don't care for this guy. I want to know when the imbalance starts. I could even grab it from this candle. If I really wanted to, I could grab it from here and see, hey, what's happening here. It's more of an art than science, right? You can grab it if you want to grab this. So here's my POC now, right? So if I do this, if you grab this, there's no wrong way of doing it. It shifted the POC down because there's a lot more down volume and selling here. But I'm interested to see, because we're above this price now, where's the next thing, right? I could stop even here just to see. Maybe the volume was here at 3769.
I understand. Thanks.
Yep. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
can you say that again, because you
Yeah,
you
say it
said
again,
you did not use today's low.
No, because we're already above that low right now. Because if the current price is above all of this action, I need to find the imbalance where it happened. So look, this is where we had the balance right here. And which candle broke the imbalance? The balance. This one.
Not that much. Yeah.
So this is the candle that matters. This is the
Yeah.
candle that broke the balance. So if I wanted to grab whatever this, okay, maybe I don't know how to click on it now. Let me delete this box.
Isn't the principle of swing highs and swing lows is to get the most recent high and the most recent low related?
Correct, for the price action, not for volume.
Yeah. Okay.
On these up here, this is just either a trap sometimes where they have the liquidity and it's called a liquidity grab. So what they do here, they know if you break this level right here, they're gonna snatch some liquidity real quick and come back down. And that's, look, they went up and now we're kind of stuck there again. So, and guys, there's literally no right or wrong way here. If I wanted to grab this, include it to here, that's fine. You could have used this POC, but you see that it's not. Is it being respected much? Let's see.
Nope.
You got a rejection here first, and then you went higher. Okay, so when you look at this, okay, that's not a bad level. Tomorrow, can you see that you had a rejection? You can do that. There's no wrong way of doing it. If you find something that works for you, you write your own song, right? You write how you want to play it. On 65 minutes, I mean, there's a really good candle where I would grab it. Where would you guys grab it here? I just want to make sure you guys at least get my reasoning behind it. Doesn't mean you have to use it, but at least understand it. Where would you guys grab it here? I want to know where we're going to reject now.
The wick that's right above the CBAH.
Here, I'll give you guys the option. I could grab it from
Really
here.
a lot.
Right,
I could
that
grab
one.
it from here
Yep.
or here. Which one you guys think? This one?
A lot.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this is a good candle to grab. And where would I go take it to?
To the bottom.
Right here?
No, to where that bottom green line is.
Right here?
No, do it to
No,
the
no, no.
structured
Down.
low.
Yeah, structure low, basically.
See, that's where I would not. I would take it up to here and maybe even here. You go up to here and I would do it right there.
Okay.
And now let's draw the levels. I'll draw this one. I'm sorry that we got off topic, but I want to make sure you guys get this.
Yeah, me too. And so why wouldn't you take it all the way to?
I'll get there. I'll get there. Give me a second.
Okay. Sorry.
And if you guys do it differently, that's okay. I'm telling you how I'm doing it. And the reasoning behind it. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Okay, so now we see, well, we came really close to this. Did this number, anyone ring a bell today? Why I said where we're going today? 36.95. Dubster, did I say this number?
Yes. So I was at 98.
Yeah, it hit perfectly here on the rejection. So yeah, this is why, I had some ideas where we potentially could go. When I did this, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, well now, you're giving some ideas where you can do it. So the reason why I grabbed this one, again, let me give you a clue. When you look at this range right here, which candle breaks it?
That last candle.
Correct. Where is the price no longer making lower lows?
That black
Okay.
candle with wicks on both sides.
Okay. Here we made a lower low. So let's just go. Here we made a lower low. Here you did not make a lower low, but tiny candle, a lot of volume, and I see a big candle follow. The trend continued quickly, right?
Yep.
So I continue lower low, lower low, lower low,
That's where
lower
you
low,
stop.
higher low.
Yep.
I stopped right here.
Yep.
And I can even stop one before because you retraced a lot here. A lot of volume that you retraced here is going to be what? It's going to be buying volume. I'm not interested in this volume here.
So, Shorty, you're measuring the indecision where it's transferring from one zone to another.
That's correct. I'm looking for an imbalance of the zones. And I grab that volume so they can tell me what happened. If I know where the strongest volume came and when they pick it up, I can get a rejection there.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
And now, so now look at this. If you add volume, if you add the POC here, what do you guys notice? Rejection body below it, on it, below it, and now I broke it. Okay. Maybe I don't have to tell you what's going to happen now, but there's a high chance we're going to go at 36.95. You break this little line here and you're going to be gone. Okay, well, enough of this. Let me just continue. And it's gone.
So, Shorty, we're out of balance right now, right?
What time frame are you talking about, Bean?
Oh, I'm just looking at it. If
Order
you're looking
filled.
at this 30-minute or whatnot, it appears that we were trading in a balance range for a number of days, and then it looks to me like we're above that zone, closer to where. I mean, I guess I look at it where you had two separate zones. We were in one zone, we dropped down to the other zone, and now we're trying to break up to back up to the prior zone.
Okay, here, let me give you an idea. So if you do this, let's say this way. I'm gonna use this line. Give you an idea. Okay. Do you guys see anything here that's different than what we talked about? So here's another one. All right. So now if you look at it, are we at extreme level somewhere? Anyone? We're back inside this low range that we were in. So if you wanted to know how is it going, are we in balance of the range? Then I would just look at this range. One, not the candle that brings us in. Once you're inside the range, I would look at this and be like, okay, where are we?
We're back in the range.
So you fell out of this range, right? And even if I take out here, just to mark this POC, just so you see it. Oh, I'm sorry, value area low. Even if I take this data out, what would you guys expect to happen to this? Would this go down or stay where it's at? The green line. If I ignore this data from here, if I move it back to, let's say here, do you guys expect the green line to go in or out?
It's gonna go up.
Up. I think it's gonna go up.
Out. Down, wouldn't it?
Should be going down.
It
Yeah.
didn't move.
That's right.
Okay, now think about yourselves when you guys are picking which side to go put in our call. There was 10 different people that responded, and all of you guys had different answers. The reason it didn't move was today a really high volume day.
No.
It did. I mean, it was good. I would say it's bigger than some other days they had.
Yes, yeah, it
POCs
is a
at
big
the top.
volume day.
But what about the first 4-hour candle here? I mean, if you look at the candles that make up that daily, initially it was a quick drop. What did it happen after open or before open?
Pre-market.
Before open.
Pre-market. So they didn't have a lot of resistance. They didn't have a lot of retailers to get out of the way. You know, how many retailers trade futures versus once they open or, you know, SPY? Not as many. So they had a little bit of freedom. So they didn't require a lot of volume to get through this. So this dump off here, volume was not really here. Like when you look at it, you see the volume on this candle at 4 hours, very low. The actual buying volume was pretty high. And in order for them to bring it back inside, when they were buying, they didn't need a lot of resistance up because there was not a lot of resistance down. Right? They didn't have people buying them back up a little bit here, and then they literally, you know, send it. So these guys, they're able to reclaim it. The body basically never made a lower low, and they basically did not require a lot to get back inside. Now, this guy right here that sold it through this, you guys see the big old red candle? Well, let's see if he meant business tomorrow. Like, was he serious, or like, what is it that he wants? So now if we come back to this level, this is a pretty good level for shorting. Does that make sense, Bean? And I think it gives you a plan of how to look at it. Are you in balance? Yes, now we're in balance. We are back in balance from Wednesday, 21st of September. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess I was looking nearer, really closer to just that upper zone and then the current zone being two
Like
separate,
this?
instead of looking farther back.
Yeah, but you're already making higher highs. I need to see where's the next stop, and is the next stop, if the value area low was here, then they would have a little bit continuation tomorrow and continue running, right? And
Yeah.
maybe they will. So that's why I look at it. Yeah, definitely. You can do this. If you wanted to do this, you could look at that. You just broke the zone here. And, you know, if you wanted to grab all of it here, you just breaking the zone now again. And now if you break this zone, look what happens on volume. You really don't have much till about, call it 3785 or 3800. So that's kind of how I would look at these when you guys are charting.
So the second one there, Shorty, you grabbed it from the top
Yeah, just from top to the bottom here.
to the bottom.
Because you can look at the most recent, see if there's a range.
And,
Are you in balance or not?
and that gives you that one right there where you have your yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
One thing.
Hey, Shorty.
interesting.
Did you say if we cross 37, then we can expect to go to 37.60 or something like that?
Yep.
58. So then what about that 37.23? You said that that's a good place to short.
Yeah, it is. How do I know? Okay, if I go to 37.60, you guys are so impulsive to take the trade. When I say take a trade here, short, do I mean go here and immediately take a short trade here or no? Is this what I mean?
Retest.
Wait for a test.
Wait for the retest.
Oh, this is not trading. That's go to 3600. If you fail in here, this is the best setup for shorting.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, I don't care about the instant. You can play the instant, but when I play the instant rejection, how long am I in a trade, guys?
30 seconds.
18 seconds.
Yeah, quick.
Sometimes 4, average is about 9 seconds long.
You're a nut.
I don't
Now, would
care to
you-
catch this initial rejection here that happens. It's irrelevant.
Would you also take into consideration September value area low at all? It's around 37.29.
September value area low?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're talking about the volume profile. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. Let's see. Come on. Oh, it's right there, right next to it. So that gives you a really good reason that it's gonna reject here. Because now think about
Stop
what this
filled.
did. This did what you're waiting for, right? We broke below it, we rejected it, then we went above it, they got rejected, meaning, hey, you're not gonna be inside the September value area. Now, you did not get a chance. Did you get a chance to short it here? Yep.
No.
Okay, so now think about what I just told you, what you should do when you're rejecting stuff. You went here, here, here. You're coming back to the scene where you lost the area of September. So would you guys think this level is fairly important on a rejection?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fairly, is there gonna be an instant reaction at this level? I would bet my life there will be.
Yes.
Am I gonna take this and hope to make a lot of money initially? No. Am I gonna get a 10 pack of something and grab $2, $3 on it? Or if it goes $1? Yes. I'll do that 10 times a day and that's 10 grand. And that's how you think. A lot of you guys, and especially today, I had to log off Twitter. We are not promoting our Discord, but we hit 2,001 percenters today. Okay. What about the previous weeks? How did you do the past 4 weeks? Did you make money? Did you lose money? Or is it you hit 2,000s and then basically all the other trades wash out and then you go into negative account? I just don't know if that's the point of some of the alerts that they do, right? They miss the easy ones because there's no time to alert. The only way you guys can catch these if you're live and you're listening and I'm saying, hey, we're gonna reject here, I'm taking that trade or something, and you guys are prepping and learning. When people alert these things, guys, there's not a way for you to be aware of what's going on and learn. At least I would not be able to learn that. Like, you buy blindly and it creates a bad habit that you just create and hope. That's the mindset that impacts you when you're in alert service. But be my guest, just look for one and you'll see how long it takes you to become a trader.
Good call on 36.95. I caught 10 points there.
Yeah, it was an easy.
Hey, I have a question. Maybe it's a stupid one, but when they do all this sell off, like pre-market, who is there to buy all those?
There's other hedge funds.
Is that like a stupid?
No,
what is that?
It's a good question. There's hedge funds. There's mutual funds. They're buying there, right? And then there's also BlackRock, which is the arm of the government to buy stuff. Believe it or not, if they get the go ahead for PPTT, the BlackRock's on it. You just see their balance sheet go up. So they exchange just like buyers and sellers, hedge funds, other players, individuals, retail. Me and you, like I was trading futures before open a little bit. I was in that pool of the traders as well. It's just that my share size, what I'm buying and selling is, maybe 1/1,000,000% what they're trading. They might pick up 150 contracts while most of us do max 10 ES lots on the big size, and that's a lot.
Would that include the Fed as well? I know you mentioned like government with BlackRock, I think.
Well, I would think that they have, if you have a PPT, the protection purge team, I would think that you have somebody responsible to buy, because I don't think that the Feds themselves have balance sheet item for stocks, like that they actually bought stocks. I don't think they have that.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see. So this is the range that I'm kind of looking at. So yes, this is, and then you can just add. What is this? Oh.
Damn, I guess I closed that position early on futures. Still going.
Ripping higher.
Oh shit. Yeah.
You guys trading while I'm talking. Oh my
Oh, I
God.
should have been.
I
mean, look
was,
at
yeah. When you said it's going to 36.95, I'm like, all right. And then it dipped, and I was like, there's 10 points. Of course I'm going to take it.
Crazy bastards. Yeah, he just did it. They went to 36.95. Okay, well, it's
To
headed to maybe
37.05 right now.
Yeah, it's gonna go here, guys. This is the magnet now for it. So right now you could have made maybe $1,000 or a little bit more on one contract.
Yeah, I sold a little early.
I need to get on the futures.
The futures are fun.
Where's
Futures
the
are
fucking alert panel?
awesome because you don't have theta. You don't have to you can enter and just put your stop loss and your take profit and just walk away. You don't have to worry about theta decay.
Man, I gotta get in there.
You do.
You guys will lose family if you guys do.
Lose family.
24/7.
Let him sit silently in the dark while I've got power.
You know how nice it is to be trading right now.
You can literally set up your orders and walk away.
Yeah, my husband, he asked me today, what does margin mean?
Oh no.
Not a good question.
For the sake of your marriage, you can't answer
he's like,
that.
it doesn't mean you can lose more than we have, right? I was like, oh no, that's not what that means.
Y'all think you got your work cut out for you, man. You got to teach me how to get in there.
And you just take absolute values of your losses and you're always green.
Mm-hmm.
Could there be like a futures class one day? I think that would be like super helpful. At least like getting.
I just gave you a live futures class. I just gave you a level where you should take your money and run.
About an introduction to futures.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, like in introductions. I'm sorry. I mean,
So I was actually planning on putting out a video a couple days ago. I just didn't get around to it. I'll do it. I'll do it soon, very soon.
Okay.
Like probably tomorrow.
Awesome, bro.
Okay, last question for these levels. We'll add the weeklies. Weeklies somewhere around here. What should I do next in case there's a continuation? If they want to bounce it, where do I grab it from, Bean?
Value area high.
No. If I want to know where the buyers are in case it drops, where do I grab it?
From the bottom.
Fixed range profile from the bottom to the top.
Okay, in this case, it definitely bottom, right? You can grab it also from the body of the candle, because this here, it was buyers, sellers, so you could grab this one is okay, because now you made a higher high and you broke that level there. Where do I go up to?
Value area high.
That black candle
36.95,
right
no?
there. Yep, that candle where your mouse was. One up.
One up?
Yeah,
with
right
the
there.
week at the top.
Okay, that's fair. That's correct. And now, I mean, you see that value area high is probably going to be right there. Why is this value area here not different color? Okay. So now the value area here matches pretty much this one. It just catches that little bit of gap there. And then this would be the area there you're watching, right? You should be watching, if we dipped 36.52, guys, this is gonna be a good zone. You know. So what do I mean if market agrees? If you guys see that everything, the big boys are tanking and this and that, like, no, don't be quick to pull the trigger, right? Sense if that market looking to go up or down, but this becomes a really, really good zone in case we dip, because this is a
So
high volume node here.
your 2021 value area low is right at 36.53. So right in that area.
That's correct. Yeah. I removed that one, obviously deleted, but I'm familiar with that level. Correct. And where's 2021 value area? Yep. Low.
That is at 36.53 ish.
36.56-ish.
Mm-hmm. And where's 2020 value area high?
$35.76.
How much?
Yeah, 35.77.
Yep. There you go. That's kind of where we bounced here in this area before. We were on it. So now, you know, for me, if we, if we open below the PD value area high, what does that mean to you guys? That we were back in the zone and, you know, we need to go unexplored area. If we want the 80% rule, we need them to go here, 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 and then dip inside for the 80% rule. And then where would you guys take the 80% rule? I'm giving you guys scenarios how you should think when you're trading. I'm not giving you this to bore you to death. I'm giving you ideas how I plan in my head the trades.
Yeah. If we break into the value area.
If we go up, then here, what would you guys look for shorting? Tell me the path.
You get into PGAH, then you wait on the retest,
Low retest.
and then take it back down 14 points.
Okay.
Scale out.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it goes below POC, then wait on the retest, and then again short.
This is the right path of how you should play it. You have an entry here, which has a little bit more reward than this one, right? Sometimes when this is super tight and volatile, sometimes it's not worth playing this. But you can, right? A lot of people might take a short here, but that's not a guaranteed short. And that's where people are like, man, I'll make more money if I catch the top.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to make more money. You just need to make $400 a day, right?
It's like a gamble.
Yeah, here's gambling. Here's trading. So if you guys want to catch the tops, okay, then go catch the tops. You will probably be out of the Discord within 2 months or so because you're going to say it doesn't work, but you didn't change your behavior. You're still doing the same shit that you did when you joined.
And if
you want to catch the tops, you want to catch the bottoms, and that doesn't work in trading. You'll never catch it.
If you notice, the entries are like the top of the bear flag.
Pretty much.
I never realized that until that you said that. That's
That's right.
I've been waiting for somebody to notice, and
he's been trying to catch me how I do the bear flags on the top for a while.
It's bear flags on the top and bull flags on the bottom. That's what we're trading. The retest.
Hey Rockets. On those bear flags, you could always fib those bear flags, right? From the top of the flag to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. I mean,
of course, yeah.
For quick profits, yes.
Shorty, for the 80% rule, you're expecting it to go back to 35.62 ultimately, right?
That's correct.
But then there's a good buying POC right at 36.50.
Okay, so how would I play this? Okay, you tell me. No, you tell me. I'm not telling you.
Okay, so if you were to take a scalp,
well, if you
perhaps
break that
back
line
to
below, you're going to want to see come up and retest the bottom. No. Well, yeah, you can do that, but
oh,
Where's my entry now, Remy?
entry
For long.
to short again.
No,
To long is right on that retest of the good buying POC.
On the
Yeah.
POC.
Retailer trader behavior. Where did they buy it?
Right.
Down there in the bottom.
They buy right here.
On the breakout.
They buy right here, and then they get stopped out. They're like, oh shit, man, I lost money. I was up 15%. I never took it. Yes, these moves are made for 10 to 15%. These moves are planned moves, and they're made for a little bit more than 10 to 15%.
And that's you wait like 3 5-minute candles or something.
No, you just wait for a retest. You want it to price to go away. So let's say if we had a high here, right? That it looked like something like that, and then it bounced right here. If you see that this here takes out this previous high, that means it's a break of structure, right? So now when you come back here, there's a high chance that you're going to break this. You tested the waters above this level and it was good. Now you're just getting a little bit more and then going for the higher.
Because I know that 36, what was it, 36, 26 or whatever, that it like hovered there for a long time.
36, correct.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like it stayed there a long time. It kind of actually tricked me a little bit.
What did I tell you guys to do at 36?
Yeah, I think that was the fib level, right?
That was right on, yeah. It was a really good level for, for going higher. So, okay. So does everybody understand the scenarios at least of how I play it? I mean, do I take these trades, instant rejections? Yes, guys, but I take this fairly quickly. By the time I tell you guys I got it, I'm probably already up. Like it happens fairly quickly, guys. These I don't hold for a very long time. Even if I play one contract, I make $80, I take that $80. And this is me telling you from experience because I know they will take that $80 as quickly as you got it. If you don't scoop up and close your hand, right? In order to give, you got to open up the hand. In order to receive, you got to open up the hand. If they're giving you a hand and dropping $80, you better close that hand. Because here sometimes they will not give you that opportunity. And you get these setups a lot, right? If you're to go chart today, there was a lot of setups, a lot of e-tests from the days prior, right? I mean, look at here. This was your, PDH, right? Is this your PDH? From today, right? This was your previous day high. Look here.
That's your pretest, your retest there.
Look at this. And it happens that 36 level was there along with the fib with the PDH. And it's not a surprise, guys, that this happens. What do you guys think that this guy did here? Maybe a smart trader took profits. A guy that doesn't even know how to close the options, he's like, oh my God, I'm up 5K. Oh my God, I'm up $300. Oh my, I'm negative. And then they're like,
that's where my trouble happened today.
Shorty, you holding?
I didn't set a stop loss. I was up, and in a flash, it went down.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely set that stop because I had that same problem like last week, and yeah,
how do we eliminate this problem, guys? It's easy.
Don't FOMO.
I'm sorry.
Greed.
Greed.
Guys, just have a plan. You don't need greed or no greed. Forget the greed, no greed. Have a plan. I'm shorting right here.
Yep.
Did you guys watch me trade futures at the end of the day for like 15 minutes? Anyone from the call here?
No.
Yeah.
Stuck at work, sadly.
Yep.
Okay. Did you see my stop loss? Did I move it down as I was making a little bit of money because it was coming close to the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was up $150 in 12 minutes. Like, why would I not take that? You guys have to think about, like, if you're going to think about return on your money, add the time to it. 15 seconds, $150. What's the real rate of return on that? You guys have to understand the financials and compounding deeper than, I just have to grow. No, it's even the minutes. If I can make $150 every 15 seconds, phew. So you repeat the process instead of having, if my level is here, like I entered a short, and I don't know if I can even get back to it. I probably don't have the levels, but basically I had an entry and it was very close at one time to stopping, right? And I had two stop losses. It was one here or break the high of the day. And I was thinking breaking high of the day towards the end of the day, maybe not as probable because, you know, they got sent really hard down. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just move it up above that. And then once I go green, I'll just shift it down a little bit and close the position as the time runs out. That was my mindset. I wasn't going to move that stop loss away from the final stop loss that I had planned. If it hit that, I think the difference was between losing 160 and 300. And I saw that my price target is not going to get hit. I saw the candles were getting smaller. I needed to see, you know, bigger candles moving down. I wasn't seeing it, so I closed the position. It was rational thinking. I was not excited. I was okay losing $300 on that trade. And a lot of you guys that suffer with this syndrome that you just guys explained is because you're not willing to accept this. And until you accept the retests and you put a stop loss, it doesn't matter if it goes there or not. You did the trade per your plan. And if the plan is constantly losing, then you have to reevaluate to see if the strategy is good. Unless you want to do it like this, you know, go delete everything and go back and back test it, then don't use the real money. Then just use whatever it has and play it out. See, I would have shorted it here. Would that have worked out or not? But have a plan. You have a plan for entry. You have a first exit, and then you have the final exit. And a lot of you guys, I guarantee you, 99% of the people on this call, if you got short, let's say you got short here, right? And you're like, I'm not going to sell it here. I'm going to sell it on the bottom. What would you guys do when it came to this point right here?
You'd close it.
How many people would close it?
If I was being
I
smart,
would.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, every
I
single
would
one?
because panic, fear.
Okay. Well, why don't you take your profits then here? Because you would have gotten more
Agreed.
money here than here. So there's a simple concept for this. There you go. I don't know if anyone has seen this in training, if you guys took any. On the okay, well these lines are good. Both of these are buyers on this is price and this is price. Both of these circles, sorry, they're not the same, but you get the point. This is a buyer and this is a buyer. Which buyer do you want to be?
The one on the right.
Yeah, second guy.
Why?
The circle is more round.
Data.
No, I'm buying shares.
Because you don't want that drawdown.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go through the drawdown.
Yeah.
On the left.
You want to be the guy on the left? No, you do not want to be the guy on the left.
On the right, on the right.
The guy on the left.
You're
probably.
following the
On the right.
trend with the right, and you're going against the
Yeah.
trend buying on the left.
Thank you. And also the second point is the drawdown. And a lot of you guys here, you don't want to take profits when you're high, but you want to take the drawdown on your profits when you know the price was going in your direction. If you held through this, now you better hold through this as well. You have to hold it till your original stop loss then. If you want to grow and make money, because this trade here, if you think about it, right here, we'll just add this. Let's say this is the trade that I was doing. So it'll be something like this. Okay. So for me, as long as you're above this price, and this is just me trading, as long as you're below 36.91, I'll stay in this trade. And if it goes back up, stays in here, you stay because this is your ultimate target. And a lot of you guys immediately what you start doing, and that's okay if you're growing and trying, but you have to let the trades go per plan sometimes. The best feeling, I'm telling you, that you will have, for instance, let's see if this works out by the time we're done, and then we can, I think, learn how to replay it. So let's see now this one.
I already have an order in for that one.
Yeah. So if you do this, let's see. I just don't know how it works. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna try to shift this now. Okay. The best feeling is, I'm telling you, just try this one time and see if it works out and see how your behavior changes. When you do this, and you guys see how this little circle is moving? The gray circle, the green circle inside of this? As you're watching this, just imagine this. You're watching this and this little circle is going up and directly to your target, and then phew, you will not have a better feeling than seeing that, getting out, executing, and that's it. You will want to repeat that more often because it feels good.
I've seen that, and it does feel good.
Because that tells you your plan, your strategy works. And the best way to eliminate, premature selling is to have the target where you want to go. If you bought 10 contracts, it's okay if you sell 5 here, right? You secured some profits, but leave at least, 10%, 20% of the number of contracts to let them run all the way. Because these that run all the way can make you a lot more than what you did here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not there yet. I would take profit halfway there.
That's okay. You're growing, but you should have the mindset of, okay, well, this is my final destination, the market, right? The previous high here. This is going to be my first target. At least have a plan for it.
Yeah.
Don't just random. Okay, this is your first profit here. Once you hit, you'll close it, but you would know what the remainder of the plan is. You have to have a plan.
Shorty, you said you're going to be on Voice tomorrow.
Yes.
So, like when you explain
Actually,
or when you
I'm
ask
out to
right
trade.
now, you said what is the plan, and I can see it. I can say I'll do this. But when the trading hours happen, again, I know it's emotions, and I need to control that better. But are you able to sometimes point out, hey, look, this is the retest of PDPOC or whatnot? Because sometimes I just kind of forget, or it's again,
Oh, well, and I
emotions
thought
kick
I
in.
did already. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't do it enough. But yeah, I can definitely add that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're going 100 miles an hour sometimes, Shorty.
Actually, many times
can't
I
catch up
tried
to
to.
Well,
Actually, many times I try to understand, like, when you ask us to enter the trade, I'm trying to see the setup. Yeah, but then when I saw it, it's already gone. Yeah, I really miss it. So we are actually, sometimes we might miss it, and then we are trying to think, why are you entering this trade, whether a short or whether a long. Yeah, we'll appreciate if, let's say, you can let us know, like, we might go here. Why we are doing that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
at least
was
we'll.
example of relevant to that when I mentioned 36 is going to be a bounce? Would that be something that's good for you guys? Like, is at that level good, or you guys need more?
Like, why was 36
Yeah.
the bounce level?
Rumi, did you
And
grab
again,
the link when I?
Fritz level, is it?
I grabbed the link, but I was I don't know what happens. The emotions kick in. I'm not paying attention to the written Discord. I'm just focused on the candles and the lines that I freeze. I literally freeze.
If you
And I didn't do anything per plan.
You didn't read Trading in the Zone yet, Rumi.
I did.
Okay.
I did, absolutely. And
Okay.
and again,
So what
chapters 1 through 4 are
what
me.
happens in your childhood that impacts this? Anyone?
Dog
Negative experience.
Yep.
Somebody give me an
Multiple
example.
negative.
People telling you you're
The,
not
the
good
dog,
enough or
the
something.
dog biting you, so you're scared of all dogs. That's me. I'm scared of all animals, fish even.
Okay. There's something deeper that he talked about raising kids. Like even me as a parent right now, when the kid stands up to go on the table, what do I say immediately when he puts his hand out?
Get them.
No.
I say no. Because I think I'm doing the right thing by teaching him no. But what does every kid want to do?
They're curious. They want to learn and explore.
Yeah.
You
And
read
they
the
need
book.
to try and fail themselves.
Exactly. They're curious. They have to explore it, and that's the only way they learn. Whether it's through feeling, whether it's emotional attachment to something. And when you think about, I know this is off topic, but I'm trying to give you a mentality of it. When you want to transition a kid from 9 months to sleeping by themselves, putting them down, and when they're a little bit more, when they know about themselves, a lot of people give kids teddy bear, right? Well, hey,
Yes.
this is your buddy. You're gonna go sleep with him.
For a nightlight.
Yeah, they create some kind of attachment for the baby so they can feel comfortable. It creates comfort. And when you think about trading, right, all of these decisions that you're given before, every one of your decision was structured decision by your parents, unless your parents were really the 1% that did it differently. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of times parents know better than you and they're like, nope, you're not going to do that. And I do it too. I mean, it's hard not to. You can't let them explore everything, but how you give them the message and how you teach them is the the difference.
That's the key. Yeah.
That's
Once
where they
you
learn the emotional part of it.
exactly.
They
So,
connect
and
the
I'm not trying
emotions
to
with what's
judge
going on.
people. I'm not judging you guys. We're all the same. We're all humans. I'm not judging anyone. So don't take this personally, anyone. Like, Rumi, you. But I could think of a picture how your parents were when they were raising you. Just based on how, how risk averse you are. You had the dog bite, or I call it snake bite. And now you're afraid of everything that you see. You don't trust it, right? You could describe a person based on the actions that they have and how they're raised in the past. So the best thing you can do now is if you have the rules of your trade, and I can give you, like, I can write out my rules, but my rules will not be the same as your rules until you can sit down and structurally design a plan for every scenario that we trade. If you're only going to trade 80% rule, that's great. If you're going to trade accumulation setups, that's great. If you're going to trade the SR flip, that's fine. If you're going to trade orbs, you're going to play the retest of 61.8. I'm sorry, of orb high and orb low, 50% breaks, retests. That's fine as well, but define the rules and parameters around those trades. And usually when I'm taking a trade, I'm telling you, like today, I told you guys at 36, I'm getting a bounce. We're in a strong uptrend. Guys, we went -2% to up, I believe. Was it like 2%? Like 2 and like 20?
Something like that.
Guys, that's a swing of 4% in a day. That doesn't happen. It might not happen again for you guys to witness it.
I believe it was like 5%.
Okay, that's pretty wild, guys. That's insane. So when you see us lose a key level and you reclaimed it, right? We lost, I believe, the 2020 value area high. I'll add it here, but we lost some key levels, right, today. And then when you start reclaiming these levels, look at this, 36, 35, previous day high. It was the fib retracements that we were looking at. I mean, and it gave us a nice idea to buy. So for me, if you dip a little bit below it, I think it was 36.29 for me or something like that. If you dip below it, there's a high chance, that you're going to continue and a reversal happens. But if you stay, then you can catch a move higher. And all you're playing is probabilities. You're playing, you don't know. I don't know if it's going to go down. If I buy here, I don't know if it's going to go down. Based on the levels and the setups and the previous responses to these levels, high chance we're going to bounce. So I'm betting on this probability here. And it's all about probabilities. We don't know which way the market goes. Nobody. If somebody tells you that, I mean, just run away, but do whatever you want. Like you don't know. You're playing probabilities of setups. That's all you're doing.
38.96, huh?
You gonna take this one, Shorty?
Yeah.
Did we hit it?
We're about to. My order's already there.
This would be a good one.
Yeah, I've already got my order.
Damn, man. I gotta get in there.
Shorty's going for it.
Man, I gotta get in there.
This is a good level, guys. If you catch this move, you could catch this move all the way to 37.30 here. So
Well, how did you get that thing on the right side there, Shorty?
it's just a DOM here on the bottom right.
You link it to an account.
Yep.
Okay.
Pay a monthly fee.
You have to pay monthly
How much
fee
is
for
the
it.
fee?
Yeah, it's like $10, I think, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know they charge that.
Yep.
No, for TradeStation, it's free, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
have TradeStation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trade Evade, it's $10 a month.
All right, so I'm sorry, guys, that this took long, but some of you guys are asking good questions. Some of you guys are asking questions that are more dependent on you and learning. And take what you learn and apply it and package it and use that package to make money. Does that make sense, Rumi? I mean, hopefully, some of the points I gave you, you're getting action items for yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you have to build your own identity here. You know, Shorty, like what you were saying, what trader you want to be. That takes time to recognize what your identity is as a trader.
That's correct. Man, it doesn't
It
happen
doesn't
overnight.
happen overnight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that have the idea that they can become wealthy quickly off of this, man. That's why 90% of them fail.
They're full of shit.
And guys, if you did not read Trading in the Zone, please go read it this weekend. I mean, do me a favor, please read it.
Hey, Shorty.
Made it to chapter 11. I'm reading.
Good.
Yeah, that's like I'm all over there.
And
I
you
can't
guys,
even lie. It called me out today. It called me out on the trade I made today. Like
Oh.
word for word in that book. And I just jaw dropped.
and then what you do with that, go is that you take that note from the book, you open up your log entry, the journal, and you put that note on that trade.
Yeah.
When you review your trades at the end of the month, what do you think you're gonna notice?
I'm not making the same mistakes anymore.
Well, you're gonna mentally see that that's bad to do. That's a structure that your parents gave you before, but now you're teaching yourself the structure. You're changing your behavior.
Breaking the cycle.
Independently, people do not know how to make structures. When you go to army, what's the first thing when the army man comes home? The parents and everybody notices what?
All the changes.
Yeah.
Different routine.
Oh, the guy has a routine. He will not walk the freaking room without making his bed. Everything's cleaned. And that's the behavior of humans individually. You can learn about this. It's mentioned in the Trading Zone, I believe. Chapter 2, like third, fourth page, he talks about this. He's telling you the mentality that humans do not know how to structure themselves. And that's why we fail. We do not give any rules to ourselves. How many of you guys, when you started trading, knew to set up the rules for yourself? Be honest.
Definitely
Absolutely not.
No.
I still don't do it.
Exactly.
No,
That's
yeah.
why you're failing.
Yeah.
So if
absolutely.
you want to keep failing, then don't set up the rules for yourself. It's one thing. I'll add this and I'll stop. I promise. We'll call it a night. It's one thing to set up the rules, and it's another to follow those rules.
Yeah.
What's the other thing called? It's called discipline. Just because there are rules, are they army men that break the rules in the army?
Of course.
Yeah. What happens to them?
Kicked out.
UCMJ.
You're gone.
Actually, no, they usually penalize you for pay, keep you for 30 days on extra duty, and then they kick you out. But yes, they do kick you out.
If I keep doing the same mistake over, what would they do?
Reprimand you.
Promote you.
Dishonorable discharge and potential jail time.
Oh, okay. Well, treat this the same way. You do a multiple break of your rules, then you can't trade for 3 days. And discipline yourself to do it.
Yeah.
You know, Shorty, I appreciate this extra time that you're taking to this, man, because this really does help. I mean, I take this is constructive criticism.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely. I
trying
don't
to
take
be nice,
anything.
but you guys you don't take it personally. Sometimes I get in your face, and I did for some of you guys. But if you don't have the rules and you do not follow them, you will not succeed. I can't put it any more simpler. If you want to continue trading where you don't have a plan, I mean, thank you for contributing to the Discord and for people and giveaways and stuff. That's really nice of you. You guys are doing great.
Like even me last week, I believe it was last week. Yeah, like I just totally did not follow any of my rules or anything. And my punishment, because I told Rockets, I was like, I'm not gonna like send you any messages or anything until I like have it straightened out. And today, like I got a good win, recovered a good amount of my portfolio. So yeah, it's just about following the rules. I want to say, and like learning from your mistakes. Like every day, I kind of have like a journal in a sense of things I have to read every day before I even think about taking a trade. And if I'm not in the right frame of mind from now on, I don't have the right to go and take a trade.
Yeah, and once you guys set these up, I promise you, think as a human, you cannot structure yourself until you practice it.
Yep.
And how many people find it easier to go with a friend to a gym?
So much easier.
I prefer alone.
Yep.
Okay, there's people that prefer alone, and don't be one of them. Those are weirdos. I'm just kidding. No. No, those people that have the self.
Now you're calling me a weirdo too, Shorty?
No.
Just kidding.
But people that can do it on their own, they have the structure and discipline to go to the gym every day. Why can't you have the same structure and discipline for trading? You just have to come up with a reason why you're trading. If you're trading for glory and driving Lambos, which is okay if you are, your mindset has to be changed a little bit to accumulate the wealth. You have to be street smart to do that. If you want to enjoy life, what the purpose is different, buy time with family, travel and do that, then you also have a little bit of different risk profile than the other person that wants a Lambo, right? Probably the person that wants a Lambo while he's 20 and 30. I don't think he wants a Lambo when he's 65. Do you guys think?
Probably not.
No, you can't get out of them.
Exactly. They're too low.
Yeah. Yeah. I know where you went with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a car with a seat lift in it.
Yeah, you can't get out of them. So that's how you define the risk profile. And I'm sorry this went into psychology and mental side, but it's more important than me telling you the level. You guys look at the PowerPoint, you'll know how to trade it. But what separates the winning and losing is having a plan. Because if we lose this trade, let me give you this here. This risk reward is 5. If I lose this trade 3 times but nail it once, am I green or red?
Green.
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 Yeah, I'm green. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Play the odds, play the probabilities. It's all about probabilities. But only way you get probabilities if you have defined risk parameters and targets. If I didn't have this defined, how would I know where to get out and how many times I can try the same setup? So maybe the rule is try the same setup 5-1, maybe 3-1. If you're a little bit less, maybe it's something like this, right? That's fine. If you try this, maybe you lower your risk or keep it at 3-1. That's fine. But if I lose 3 of these trades, the next 4th trade needs to be what?
It
has to be correct. Does that make sense?
Yep. And if it's not, then you got to change something.
Yep.
You're doing something wrong.
So that's the simplicity of it. But it all comes back to, your childhood. Believe it or not. You have to define your rules by yourself, for yourself in trading. Because if you want the market makers to define it, you're still short here then. You're still shorting here if you want the market makers. And then you guys know this. How many of you guys were skeptical today when it broke the PD value area low here inside? Well, I'm sorry, but prior day, I would have shifted. So it was here. How many of you guys were skeptical? Man, there's no way.
I was 100%.
I personally, I actually entered like around there. Yeah,
I was playing too short. but then the news came out. I'm like, screw it.
But
for me, today was the first day in a long time where I've had bias, and I couldn't get out of it, no matter what was happening. I mean, like, I was green on the day, but it wasn't fun because
it wasn't relaxed, right? It wasn't something repeatable.
No, I had bearish bias all day.
That's because you were not listening last night when I was explaining your trading. I told you we were going to explode today.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Oh, I didn't get to hear the last part of your conversation yesterday.
Yeah, you did say I'm bullish for today.
Yeah, he did.
I think I wrote it.
Well, did you still think we were going to be bullish after you saw the red candles this morning?
We were not going to break the monthly bottom guide. Not today.
He was bullish before open. I saw it. Yeah.
No, I know. I mean, I saw that at the wait list last night, but then, like,
guys, I got that 35.50 calls at 3.6. The low on them was 3.2.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this morning before the open, he was talking about ripping. So, yeah.
Yep. But irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
For me, that was me anticipating the move that I've seen, and based on some other stuff like clouds or whatnot, that was just me predicting. My goal is not to predict. You still play the levels. If we knew I was trying to give you a little bit more of a bullish bias, if you knew we had a bullish bias, trust it, play the PD. It wasn't here. It was somewhere higher, 3,600. Play that PD value area low break. 80% chance you go to 36.13. It was a really tight value area, right? They did not really, open it, but at least you could have played the PDH. When this area is tight, play it to PDH. So if you got in at 3,600, all the way 35 points, guys, you could make 600% on SPX from here to here.
I only want to hear it. Couldn't.
But didn't you say in the morning that we were supposed to short the shorts and short the pops, don't be a hero?
Yeah, I did. And you could have done that. And here they gave you one, and then look, they made a zone here. They were not making lower lows. This was a trend here. They never made a lower. They made a lower low and then made higher lows, and then they broke the previous high here, and boom, they're gone.
Gotcha.
How you doing, sir? Can you please check Google with the L?
We will. Well, let us finish this, and then we'll go over it.
No, that's a dolphin sound.
Hey, Shorty, I had a question using fibs. Is there a way using fibs that you would be confident that this was essentially kind of like a trend day up?
The 38.2 is the one that I would use.
Man, we showed it so many times. I sent the screenshot like 4 times.
Yeah, so 38.2, if I grab it from the bottom and I go to here, right? Where do I want this bounce to be?
Well, I'm saying you didn't have that level before. When it crashed down, you only had the other level.
You take the pre-market, you took the swing high to low from this morning, and it literally bounced 382.
You're talking about this one?
Yeah, from right there. No. To the top of the lower candle. This morning, right? You didn't have the full range.
Yeah, it was this here, I believe. Yeah. Or here. I'm not sure what we were talking about now.
A little bit lower. I didn't even take the big drop candle. I literally took the bottom.
Oh, you
where
talking
it
about
bounced to the mid-morning. Yeah, a little bit higher. That mid-morning candle. High. Yeah, right.
Like somewhere here. So what I did in the morning on this candle is I grabbed 50% of this candle. I added the 50%. It was somewhere around here. I added that, and from there, I grabbed this.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Hey, did we ever hit 325 today for SPY?
I don't know. I didn't even look at SPY.
Damn, why is Dark Pool loading at 325?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they're hitting 325?
Yeah, 325. And on chat, I put it 325.98. God damn.
How's the volume, though?
Jeez.
Oh, it's only 9 million, but they're low. They're like building. They started to build. When they started position, Dark Pool starts building a position there, that's their target, I guess. I don't know. That's interesting.
Shorty, why did you grab the 50% of that that long candle and then use your fibs again on top of that.
So the reason why I look at the 50%, because I want to know where half of this momentum would stop. Where's the half of the candle? I find half of the candle, then from that candle I draw fibs for closer. Because if I draw it from here, I mean, it comes up all the way up to here, 30. I was looking for closer rejections of it. So that's why whenever you have a big one, cut it in half, take it from the half, and then you have closer levels.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you said above whatever that level was, then you're
36,
bullish.
36, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that would be the plan for this, and I'll be live, so we'll watch this. So we have the PD value area high. If we go above here, this is ideal. If we want to short it, we want this to go tonight up here, and then, you know, hopefully not dip inside of it tomorrow morning, because it gives us a really good scenario for playing it. Because this, there's a high chance we're going to continue higher, right? I mean, even where we closed in a P shape, if you guys look. In a P-shaped profile, we're closing, you know, very, I guess, where was this close here? Very close to the POC. I mean, where is it? Somewhere right here. There. So right at the POC you're closing, you know, you dipped a little bit to this high volume node here. So tomorrow, you guys see why this area becomes important? Is this in a PowerPoint? Anyone? I think Dumpster posted it like, yeah, Dumpster posted at least 10 times.
It's a high volume node on a P shape.
Yeah, and it's a slide in the PowerPoint, guys. All you have to do is go through the PowerPoint. You can't go once and memorize or recognize these patterns, and you'll see it. It's a high volume node. There's a high chance you can even highlight this little area here, and it can bounce.
So today's is considered a P shape?
That's correct, yep. You see it here. Your POC is on the top. Then you have a lot of volume at the top. This is where buyers are, profit taking, accumulating. So if we break here, come back for a retest, that's also not a bad chance to try along and then put a stop loss right above. That's one entry to go long. If
Do you consider, sorry, do you consider the shape from VAH to VAL or the entire structure?
Yeah, the entire structure. Looks like
So this bottom here would, see, I'm seeing a B.
We can be a double distribution, but here, so if this was our accumulation here, sure, we can treat it as a double B as well.
Okay.
But the POC is more towards the top side than it is anywhere, you know, a little bit on the bottom of this, or, you know, if it was up to here, that would have made more sense. But really being close to the top, I don't know. I'd call it P till proven otherwise.
In the value area lower up there too.
Yeah, and also if you look at the fixed range volume profile, it's more of a P shape that has that high volume node in the same area.
So here's on 30 minutes where we check the profiles. You see, obviously here you had this was like as perfect as it could be, guys. You should probably take a screenshot of this, and this is a true D shape right here. I mean, this is really, really symmetrical standard deviation, like a really normal standard deviation here. This one was a little bit skewed, but really good as well. Lowercase b, and then this looks, to me, this looks like a P. Okay. But I can see why you would say B. Okay. All right. So that's yes, that'll be the plan to watch the market through it. Google. Somebody
said question. Sorry about the link you posted. So that I saw it like updating in real time as well. So is that like kind of like the go-to link now if we want to see like ES, kind of like what you're thinking in the that moment?
Any chart that I have, if you go, you can look at the charts and you'll see live.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and you'll see it update live and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really cool today when I was seeing. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about it till Drew. Drew told me about it. So.
Where is that link again? Is it under Shorty's Corner or something?
Corner, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it'll just pull up on your on my trading view basically when I download the link.
That's correct.
Okay.
It'll open in a web browser.
Yeah, I put a separate tab for it.
Are you guys interested why Google's holding right here?
There's the Dolphins in it. I'm in that shit.
Run up POC.
Who's in it?
I'm in it. I'm in $100 calls for next week. I bought it at 72 cents or dollar.
Yeah, no, you can go to $101.8 ish. 101.8 is your target. Probably a first trim at 171.
Yes, sir. It's 100. I'm trying to hit the 100. Once I get the 100, then yeah.
Yeah, it has potential for a bounce, but this would be the first level here. If we are able to do this, on this setup.
Hey, now, come on, man.
Oh,
When I
you're
get
gonna get 100 probably tomorrow.
when I get out, we could do all that good stuff. No, I'm looking at other charts, bro. Like Google. Google hasn't been talked a lot about. Amazon, it's seasonal. Target, seasonal. What else?
Yeah, sure. We talked about in the video before.
I think Amazon has like their is it their Prime?
Yeah, it's seasonal.
Yeah.
People are still gonna buy. Walmart. I love Walmart, bro. You gotta look at Walmart, bro. It's a snail, but that snail prints, bro. I'm telling you, because I was in
I
it.
like Walmart. I think we talked about it. If it's close to 110, I don't know where is it now.
It's a 130 something, I think.
Yeah, I would buy it like 110ish. I wouldn't pay that much for Walmart right now.
What about
Because what's gonna happen to retail buying right now? Well, I guess let me tell you this: you're gonna find out tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's a retail, so you're gonna find out how these. Any bad news? What do you guys think happens to this? No, major dump. If you're the biggest retailer in the United States and the retail sales are slow, who do you think's getting hit?
Jeez, that's a low POC.
Oh, I can see it. If this recession starts, this is where you buy it.
Hell yeah, bud.
Yeah, this would be good.
Oh, I meant to ask you about what you think, or I guess if we could look at CVS, because that after I was going to bed last night, I thought about that, like right when I was going to sleep, and I was like, oh shoot, I meant to ask him about that yesterday.
CVS?
Yes.
Yeah, this one looks pretty good, but I'm not interested like at this level. I don't think this level is gonna. So we have some here. I would like to go to this somewhere around here. If I was to look for some shares, and then we're not making higher highs on the bigger picture here, so.
Yeah, Shorty, I was just giving you guys ideas about stocks that people are not looking, because the Dow right now is up 150 points. Just I don't know, just for shits and giggles. 151, the Dow. So anything related to the Dow, I'm looking at. I'm like, why is this always like?
Futures are ripping.
Well, buys only up 20 points. Nasdaq only up 68. There's
PS is going up.
Okay, so let me show you guys here.
Maybe because the risk on, because risk on the assets are in the Dow, like PG, Coca-Cola.
So here's this.
All those
Is
good
this
stuff.
a trending day?
What is this?
Is this a trend day here on Amazon?
I would say yes, right?
I would say yes.
Looks like it. It's holding that trend right there once you have that large candle.
I'll let you guys look at it again. Keep asking you.
Higher lows.
No, it's not a trend day because there's no higher high.
Guys, we set the freaking balance, initial balance high. We set it at what time?
At 9:45ish, 11, whatever that is.
I'm sorry, but this is a fucking typical day. This is, you guys, everybody's excited. Amazon's running, everything's running here. Let's see Tesla. Is this a trend day?
No.
Oh, guys, this is
Typical
not. This is
day.
far. So here, a lot of people get excited because they read stuff. Okay, so let me find the day for one of these companies. Let's look at this day. How did we do that earlier? What did we say? July 7th. Why is it not taking me there? Oh. Thought it would do this by now. Okay, what about this? Is this a trend day?
Nope.
That looks like a trend day.
Trend day. You're setting the balance here at 11:45, 12 o'clock. You're setting a balance here and you're just continuing. You made a higher high till the end of the day. Last candle, sure, whatever. You made a higher high pretty much on all of the candles up. Higher lows, higher highs. What about this?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, this is a trend day,
Yes,
guys.
that's a trend day.
This is not a trend day. This is what is the characteristics of a typical day?
Wide initial bell.
Going from
Morning move.
value area low to high.
That's a great picture of you, Shorty.
Thank you.
There's a wide initial balance.
Trend day. This is a bullish trend day. The opening candle is usually the day's low, and the market then gradually moves higher throughout the day. Okay. Here's the double distribution. What does this say?
Typical day.
Oh wow. Just stays in the range, yeah.
Okay, so now let's go back. I'm sorry about this. I want to make sure you guys get these things. Did the 20% of tech or S&P 500 today have a trend day or a typical day?
Typical day.
Okay, a day prior to that. What day is this?
Consolidation day.
Exactly. This is sideways. This you don't trade this. This right here, sideways, bottom right, we do not trade. No reason to trade. Here, what is this?
Extended.
Probably double distribution.
So almost typical. They extended it right at 3 o'clock. They went below and then they reclaimed it. So you break this, but usually it has to be significant. So for me, it's a tight range. Is it typical or is it something else? Just a range day. This is just range. You went to the bottom, you went to the top, and really not a lot of structure. You're not moving quickly. Here, another sideways. What is this?
Distribution?
No, there's no distribution days. There's trend days.
Trend day.
Yeah, that's a trend day.
Getting higher highs, higher lows.
This right here is it's a strong bounce. And I mean, when you think about it, remember the zones that you had the highs here? So here's your major zone from a couple of days ago, right? Here's your high. So this is the high of Monday. And so your current week high, you're not able to break. Well, price action wise, just thinking out loud, guys. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, whether you learn it or you take something from it, that's fine. Then if I lose this area, then I could be like, okay, well, if this zone is broken, right? Where's the next value area that you might find? Well, I could use this. Not this, not just the line. I could use this and see what does this say here? Where's the area? Okay. So if this combo is able to break out of this, you guys get the picture?
Yep.
They can run. They can run another 38 points, which is a high probability that they might. So what you could do tomorrow is see them drop, go here, here, and then maybe, you know, it wouldn't go a straight shot like this, probably reject here, over, blah, blah, blah. But this is telling you something's off. So I took up these. Let's look at SPY, for instance.
Yeah.
What did SPY do? All right, well, here's the range for SPY.
Pretty much the same.
It's more like a trend day, right?
Look, guys, at 11:30, we set the range on the combo, right? Right? At 11:30, that was our pretty much the high here.
Yeah.
And if we go here at 11:30, let's go look at SPY at 11:30. It would be right here. What's the difference?
Created the higher high.
Twice above the area
The
mark.
imbalance.
Yeah, we had candles close above this price on SPY, but not on the major 5 that make up SPY. So what were you buying? Right? So that's the question. It's something that just does not look right. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys here. And here, would you guys call the structure high now?
Yeah.
If that's structure high, since this is our first tap here, this is our structure low. And then in between, you have another zone here that you can use, right? And now you can play this. You know, there's even another one if you're really risk averse. You want to break it into this many. Here's another one. Tap, 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 rejection, rejection, rejection. So you break 363, you're opening up the doors to 355. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So how would I confirm it? That's just super easy. They're giving you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Is this the high volume node right here?
3. I can't see shit.
This is the highest volume node here.
What is it? 365?
This one is a 362. 365 is the POC. That's where the most volume is.
Yeah, I got 60 billion in double, so
365.30 is the highest volume.
yeah, 365.37, 60 billion in double. That's their picture.
So here, since you're talking dark pool, if I was to break and go below that level, what is your inclination, bullish or bearish?
Bullishly bearish.
What the hell does that mean?
If I break what? I'm sorry, bro. What is it? What you say?
If you break the 365 level, your dark pool level to the downside, what's your inclination, bullish or bearish?
I'm selling. I'm going down. I'm getting puts.
Yeah. So same here, guys. It's exactly the same. You have the most POC. Once we lose it, you know, you could short it here if you wanted to, if you're really aggressive. Short it here on a retest of some kind, get out at 363. Once you lose this, this becomes a nice one because then you can really, really dump. Okay, but now, and when you zoom out, this is your plan, right? You see it here. What else can I do here? I told you guys this is where we rejected the other day. What is a good thing to do here, Dumpster, if he's awake?
I have a question.
Hold on, I got an answer for this. You guys missed a lot.
Couldn't you go long at 363? Because it's coming back to the support resistance, which is flipped then?
You really have to stay with me. You have to stay with me. Yes, if I come back here, I can go long and I can expect this here. You go along here. Your stop loss should be right below it, right? Or somewhere based on volume profile, whatever you have. If you have So let's say here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If it dips below this, you're not looking to long it on the first touch of it. You're looking to short it now. You can play it anywhere you want, up, down, reset, as long as you're following the retest rules.
That was my question. That was my question.
I can go long here, but just put a stop loss below it. If it goes below, get out. That means we're going to go down, and then this becomes your rejection. You're going down.
Right. I meant, wouldn't that be considered a retest of that support resist? Okay.
That's correct. You can go long here.
I thought I said something wrong.
No, you didn't. But if I'm looking for a short position, if I'm looking everything selling off, and let's say SPY is lagging, I'm not going to be looking to go long here. I'm going to see if we break this and go first here, right? Based on what market's telling me.
Shorty, my question is, when you're shorting or going long, you always, by your rules and the way to trade the right way, is to wait on the retest always?
If I don't take a retest, guys, I will take 10, 12, 5, 6, 3%. I will take my profits quicker.
I got you. And that also gives you more confirmation, correct?
Not on scalping. When I have a plan, I have a lot more patience and less stress, right? Because I know what the plan is and what I'm anticipating, and I just let it play out.
And the market usually does that?
Well, I would say so, yeah.
There's a rule of thumb.
If this was your resistance here, right? This was your support. You bounced, you went below it, and then you came back. What did you do? You came back to the previous level, all the way from here to here. So now, if this is our range top, right?
Yeah.
We broke right here, and this is our first retest. What should you do here?
Go long.
No. Think about it. This was our support and resistance. We're coming back first time to revisit this area.
Okay.
You're shorting here, and you're putting your stop loss above, and if you get hit, that's fine. But that would mean you're swinging, right? So if you're ready to swing, is it a swinging setup? Probably not. Is that a day trading setup? Yes.
Yes.
Because I'm on 15 minutes. I'm only grabbing a couple of days, guys.
Gotcha.
It's actually a lot easier to see on the 15 minutes, right? Your levels. Other retest.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, you can go 65 minutes. I'm just grabbing more data. So if I grab 65 minutes, my range might be different, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's almost easier, like because when you do the 3 minutes, it's kind of hard sometimes.
Oh yeah, you're zoomed in a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So you can keep it like this, have a chart, split it again, and have it 15 minutes, have it 3 minutes, and then hey, this is what we are hitting. So you can easily with your eyes, right, see where you are. You don't have to zoom in. Once I go on 1 minute here, I mean, you're kind of like really in it.
Shorty, draw that again. The shorting and the long, please. Just want to see it one more time.
Okay. So if you guys look here, if I wanted to short this POC, you go below, come back.
Order filled.
This is your entry.
Right.
If I'm bullish bias, let's say here, like you could have gone here, when it comes back, you really needed to make a higher high here. Whenever you're playing a retest, you need this demand to take out the previous supply.
Hold on, Shorty, before you go any further. So when you retest right there where the red arrow is, that's where your entry is, and your exit would be the
first high volume node right here, the 363.
If it breaks that, then the next one, then you go to the next one.
The next setup would be something similar like this, and it might not happen this quickly. It might go here and here, right? And it might take more time. It might look, I don't know, like that.
Yeah, but definitely.
I don't want my picture to give you guys ideas, but my short is here. It's not necessarily here. And what I said, hopefully you guys understand, I want this demand to take out this supply, and when it comes back, I know I can go along. Right now, this for me is not a confirmation to play a bounce right now on this.
Yeah, to go long, right?
Until this high is broken here, then I will wait, because most likely what it would do is go here, and then I'm like, okay, well, this supply previously took this demand out. If they're buying more up here, this demand will be gone. This supply will be not there. We already took it out.
Okay.
So think of it that way, at least, or try to think of it that way.
Yeah,
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
I've been thinking of an analogy, kind of like if you're gonna go on like a road trip, and if you decide not to wait for the retest, then you decide to take no pit stops. So then you could run into like crazy problems with like running out of gas and food and everything.
That's actually a really good analogy.
That's pretty cool.
You made me think of that when you were like drawing it, because I don't know, I just started thinking of like a road, so it kind of like made me think about that.
It's funny how we all think, you know, how our brains all think differently. That's pretty cool.
I think of it as skiing, but that's different. Skiing back down, come back, you need a roller coaster up.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I see it that way, but that's good. I'm glad you see it differently, because once you start kind of figuring it out for yourself, that's when it's going to click. You're going to get a little light bulb.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully you guys are following all of this so far. Hopefully on this it makes sense. The plan on SPY, at least, this is fairly simple. And what I was suggesting that you guys do, and nobody answers, to grab the zone. I want to see the consolidation. Where is it? I want to see where the value area is, because once we're outside the value area, what is the probability we go back to this here?
It's pretty high that we go back inside to find value.
Let me find another one. Was there a rotate button? No. Damn it. I needed to rotate it.
34%.
I didn't mean to capitalize it.
Shorty, would you grab the the value area of the larger time frame, or just keep it within your 15-30 minute time?
The time frame on volume profile is you're grabbing a lot more than what it looks like. Here I'm grabbing data from October 7th, so I'm grabbing a week worth of data here. The candles don't matter.
No, I know. You know me. I don't care about candles. I care about larger time frames. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, this is a high time frame. This is a weekly time frame I'm looking at.
So I'll be your confluence and give yourself confirmation that you can grab a short there.
Correct. This is my confirmation. Once you get inside of this value area, high chance you're going to go back to the bottom of 356. Looking, because I'm on 15 minutes, I'm just looking on 15 minutes, the picture, but my consolidation starts from Friday, October 7th. My volume profile includes all of the data from October 7th. Irrelevant of candles or time frame candles.
So unless you break that high, most likely down.
Okay. So now, so what would you guys do now differently? Just last question before I have to drop off. What would you guys do differently here now? How would you trade this?
Me personally, I'll go to the 65-minute time frame to confirm the hold or
flip. The time frame here does not matter for this.
Well, I like confirmation.
No,
because if it hold the hour, it won't hold 30. It won't hold 15. It'll probably be a 5-10 minute trade, and it'll probably drop.
You're not. I don't think you're understanding me. The 15-minute. I don't know if anyone can explain it better. The 15-minute time frame. I'm not looking at it right here for an entry. I'm looking at the structure. I'm looking at the value area of 7 days.
He's not looking at the candles. He's looking at the volume profile for an entire week. So technically, he's looking at a 1 week candle. If you want to look at it from that perspective.
Yeah. So here I'm looking.
You gotta dumb it down. You gotta dolphin it down for me, bro.
No, it's okay. So I'm looking at a lot more data. It's just that I'm zoomed in so I can see the structures, right? Here's your structure high, just channel high. Here's the value area. And the rule is, if you guys, did I take that snapshot? Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing this. Hold on, where's the fucking shit?
Here. So
I
look,
would
guys.
say with all that data, we're looking for playing the high value nodes towards the downside, towards the weekly POC that you've got reflected on the data provided.
This can't get any better, guys. Look at this now. Just relatively, this is my,
I got
61.8 here is
Shorty.
right here.
Look, I gave you something on the chat. There you go. That's you're talking about that, right? On the
Well, I'm
chat.
talking about the high of the range and the low of the range. This has liquidity inducements and stuff like that. Not necessarily here. This is like smart money trading, or as people call it, ICT nowadays.
Yeah, you're getting the higher range, which is 1
So
week.
I have the high range here, and this is a week high, pretty much. And then
Yeah.
this is the week low here. From that range, I grab volume profile to tell me where's the highest concentration of volume. Highest concentration of volume is the POC. So I know this is going to be a magnet. Once you break value area high inside, I think everybody will know where to take profits.
Yeah.
You break inside, there's high chance you're going to push right here, 357.88. You break below that, your reward, you guys see that it kind of gets tighter until you break the value area low. And then think about it. If the 68.2% is inside here, there's not much volume on the outside of these. So they will accelerate to the structure low and structure high. What happened here?
It didn't find it. It didn't break the high.
Yeah, but it went fairly decently quickly here from value area high 363 to 367. It went fairly quickly.
Yeah.
In a day, less than a day. I mean, it went in,
Yeah.
2 hours and 30 minutes. It went $4. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
So now, if you wanted to, so this is a trick question. Should I short right here, right now?
No.
No. I would wait for the retest.
How would you wait for the retest?
I mean, you can. I would come.
Is this the retest you would wait? Like here?
That's a retest right now.
Yeah. What do you want to happen?
Oh.
I would wait for it to come down to the green. So to the green down here.
You want it to
This
break
is
above,
what you want.
come back below, retest, enter.
You want them to be rejected. This means we do not accept the value outside here. You do
Right.
not short this. Once they're inside the value, you short this.
Yes, you short that, right?
And from here, there's a probably 80% chance you're going to go to the value area bottom.
Again, doesn't that go along with the ES at 37.29 almost? Something similar, right?
I don't know. I don't know if there's. I don't trade SPY much or look at SPY levels at all.
Got it.
There you made money on this trade. If you took it. Did anyone? Yes, Drew did.
I trade SPX, so I trade SPX, so I gotta, kind of.
I'm in right now, Shorty.
Oh, shoot.
That's pretty good level.
Yeah, I got in a little bit early, but yeah, I'm in. There's my trade playing out.
Aren't you at work, CR?
No.
I was about to.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You tell your patient, yo, hold up, don't die on me yet. Hold on, I gotta trade this ES real quick.
I have been trading at work though, because I have a lot of downtime. So yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Shorty. What were you saying?
Good. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go catch some bet. I gotta be fresh tomorrow, fresh head. So hopefully you guys learned something. I'm sorry it takes long, but you guys ask good questions, and I hate to tell you wait till Sunday if you can learn something today. And Rumi, you need to define a plane and send it to me when you're done.
Absolutely.
No, man, I need to learn this shit.
Yeah, no, thanks so much. It
All
was,
right, guys.
Shorty.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Shorty. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night, Rockets. Rockets, can you get with me later, man?
What, now?
No.